It's going in!
Hey, need some help? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus! I run this.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. We have a packed episode for you this week with tips on getting better at the game, as always, and we also have a special guest with insight on handling.
Now, as you're watching, we've included an Easter egg.
On the floor for the visiting Dallas Mavericks, at shooting guard, Jordan Clarkson. At small forward, let's meet. At forward, 6.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. At one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Luka Doncic out there with Clarkson. And it's Gafford in at the 5. And for the Bulls, Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Champ out there with Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Doncic against Ball. And Vucevic pulls it down. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay. Zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys,
thank you, David.
Let them hear it, fans.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Champ. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls, another 3.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Ball against Doncic. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
All free throws good from Doncic. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Chicago has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And they pick up 2.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Gafford. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the shot goes in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Washington. Ball against Doncic. Shoots over Ball. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Drills it from outside. 14 points for Champ.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
a quick look at some of the numbers for Jordan Clarkson. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now, Doncic in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
Ball, the pass to Champ. Back to Ball. The kick out to Williams. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit. You know, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Champ. No good on the three. Mavericks trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A nice shot by Doncic.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Here's Champ. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Passes it to Gafford. Inside, the reverse, and Clarkson with the layup.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Champ, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. From the arc, a rebound by Washington. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Fires for 3. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Chicago's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Shots good by Champ.
24 from Zach LaVine.
Mavericks trail by 8. Down low, here's Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Champ.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the 3. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Mavericks shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Washington. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving it around. Thompson passes to Gafford. Out to Clarkson. And the 3-ball is good. Clarkson's got 5 points.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Champ's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 8. Thompson inside the line. Offline from the top of the key. From past the arc. And he sinks it from deep. 3-pointer good from Champ. Champ's got 24 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Mavericks call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Mavericks making a switch here. Lively's checked in.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And here is Doncic. 8 points for him. Pass to Washington. Thompson against LaVine. Top of the key. Nice shot by Thompson.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Here's Champ. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks trail by 15. Clarkson passes to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, you don't see it often, but Klay Thompson letting you know he can finish emphatically.
Now the pass to Champ. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So it's the Mavericks now. Clarkson surveying the floor. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
A 3 ball. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They get a hand on it. Passes it to Champ. The 19-foot shot, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Hits the close-range jumper. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game. The Bulls leading by 19. Ball, the pass to Champ. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Dallas has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Clarkson outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Champ. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Here's Champ. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Champ's got 43 points.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pass to Lively. Levine against Thompson. Doncic outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Levine deciding where to go with it. Here's Champ. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 40% here in the early stages. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Tries again. And that one good from Clarkson. He's got 9.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Levine. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Nailed from three-point land. Champ's got 49 points in the game. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The pass to Lively. Here's Washington. Thompson outside. 1:22 left to play in the first. Yes, that goes in. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Doncic passes to Lively. Washington with it. Doncic outside. Takes the 3. knocks down the 3-ball.
Luka Doncic.
Doncic has got 11 points.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Passes it to Champ. Fires the 3. And good! There's another.
And you know what him reaching 50 points means. He's moved up another spot.
Yep, the second spot, Greg, is his alone now for most 50-point performances in a year.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Clarkson for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is on. And so it's the Chicago Bulls having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Dante Exum. Luka Doncic out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ, in their last matchup against the Lakers, put on a show. He scored 54 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
It's the three-point bomb. Champ's got 58.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Exum with it. Still without a basket. Kicks to Marshall. Now here's Exum. Pass to Gafford. To the wing on the left. Here's Grimes. Again the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he really wanted that shot. Trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Pass to Champ. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 13 points.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And this is what dominating the glass looks.
What a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Count that one. 63 points for Champ.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Out to the wing. Here's Grimes. No good with the triple. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. There's the pass to White. Here's Champ. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target. Champ's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
To the inside, Grimes. He kicks it to Marshall. On the wing, Doncic. White covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls.
Let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Vucevic, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Here's Doncic. He's got 16. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Back to Levine. Passes to Champ for 3. And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Dallas. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That shot missing. Excellent D there from Williams. Back to Ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Champ. Lets the 3 fly. And Lively pulls it down. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Magic.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Connects again from distance.
Hey guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Now, Clarkson, he had 25 points in the win against Orlando.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Ball finds Williams. Here's Champ. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Champ. Good! Another from 3.
He is unstoppable here. It's again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands, GA, by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Pass to Champ. Puts up a deep 3. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. Does not score with that shot. It's his 2nd miss against 2 made shots. The pass to Washington. Thompson outside. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Mavericks ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so he hits the technical free throw. And here are the Mavericks now. It's stolen by Vucevic. And so it's Chicago with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching him today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Lonzo Ball out there with Champ, and it's Levine at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Dallas shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Deep 2 from Clarkson. Chicago grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Champ. Right side, Williams. There's the dish to Levine. Here's Champ. Yet another bucket.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Here's Doncic. Pass to Gafford. And here's Thompson. Doncic outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Goes back up. And Levine finishes inside. Levine's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. It's good. Williams has got 6.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Doncic passes to Clarkson.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half.
And again for 3.
What a fireworks display he's showing us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Pass to Washington. Drives to the hoop. Clarkson on the wing. They need this. Clarkson missing again.
And I wouldn't put it past the guys to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Champ. Off target from outside. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle, here's Clarkson. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
Assist from
17 points in the game.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Connects again from distance.
Flashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. And the pass to Washington. 4 on the clock. Over Levine. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Doncic outside. Passes to Washington. Unloads. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Ball against Doncic. Here's Champ. Hits it again. Wow.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport. And a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question. And it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Pass to Grimes. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Here's Champ. Non-stop scoring machine here. Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And here is Doncic. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's the 3. And again.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring. Marshall passes to Grimes. Missed inside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Champ. And another one falls.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Champ's shot is off. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. To the paint, taken away by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Doncic passes to Thompson. Now Gafford. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Doncic outside. And stolen by White. And there's the pass to Champ. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Dallas ball.
So for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Horton Tucker comes in for Levine. And it's Dosunmu in for Champ. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Exum in for Luka Doncic. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
If you're in the city and looking to accelerate your My Players progression, Chris Brickley's gym is a great place to be.
There's 3-on-3 competition during the weekdays and 5-on-5 action throughout the weekends. These games are important because they accelerate badge progression depending on the difficulty.
Playing on easy will earn double.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Williams and Vucevic are inside. And it's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Champ in at the 2-guard spot. And for Oklahoma City, inside we got Williams and Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this. This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first. Right way.
Damn good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And Ball gets it to go.
So again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Williams against Williams. Outside, Williams. It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by LaVine. Here's Wallace. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. Chicago calls timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Here's Champ. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Champ's got 6.
Coach is loving the ball movement here.
It's Williams, high post. Working on Williams. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago making their last shot to stop the run. Doesn't go for him. Chicago has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Champ. And again, it's Chicago.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And the Thunder call time here. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Holmgren inside, covered by Vucevic. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call. And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, the Bulls.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Thunder trail by 13.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, Williams. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. To stop the drought. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 13. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. His shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Williams. And that one drops for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Ball passes to Champ. Smith with it. Caruso covers. And the basket is good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. To the middle. And the basket by Joe.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Ball passes to Champ. Launches a three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Yeah, and quick. As quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Caruso. No points yet. Pass to Williams. Inside. Here's Joe. Smith with the rebound. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. 15-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling, kept working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Chicago ahead, up by 50. We welcome you. Substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Williams. Caruso, he's checked in for Wallace. And Joe subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You love a big man like Vucevic. Puts in the effort to keep improving. For example, look at what he's done with his perimeter shooting.
On the court for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Champ in at the point guard position. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points and hit. A bunch of threes. No surprises there. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Champ, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Let's go with a three. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder trail by 4. Takes a three. Joe misses. 1:14 left to play in the second quarter. Champ, good. Champ's got 20 points.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Caruso, pass to Hartenstein. Pass to Dort, outside Joe. Fires for 3, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Always ready to attack from the arc. The last 3 only added to Joe's motivation.
Here's Champ. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Dort outside. Outside, Williams. There's the block. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Terry. Williams defending. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Dort for 3. Good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. So it's Chicago now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. In it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Thunder trail by 12. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, pounded by Ball. Here's Williams. Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
There's a lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
Both good from the line that time. Chicago leading by 10. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
From 7, Williams grabs the board.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Over Williams. Pass to Champ. Jacks up a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Wallace. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Here's Levine. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 16. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Back to Ball. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Champ passes to Vucevic. Here's Champ. Dort defending. Here's Champ. Again, the full score.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Williams. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Substitution.
3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. So for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Caruso. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. Champ passes to Ball. Here's Champ. Fires from deep. On target from range. Champ's got 14 points here in the second half.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
On the court for Chicago. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Ball. And it's Champ in at the 2. Pass to Williams. Here's Champ. Watched by Wallace. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And a two-handed jam.
Well, a solid facilitator. It helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Pass to Champ. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. from downtown. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wallace outside. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Champ. Misses the 3. Thunder trail by 12. To the inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Ball. Champ passes to Horton Tucker. Here's Champ. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Out to the right wing. Here's Wallace. They get the rebound. Gets another look. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Vucevic with the block.
It's awesome seeing Vucevic go after blocks. When he makes his presence felt, it makes a difference.
Ball passes to Williams. Here's Champ. The 3 is up. Wallace pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nobody's catching SGA on the fast break. Nobody.
Pass to Champ. Back to Horton Tucker. Here's Champ. Watched by Wallace. Champ. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. No good on the triple. Chicago leading by 13. The 3 is up. Champ, good. Champ's got 46.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Timeout called. The Thunder. They trail by 16. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together. We'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. Chicago has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Champ.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Holmgren, the pass to Dort. The putback, controls the rebound and the putback.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Here's Champ. And it's good. He hits another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Pass to Wallace. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
There's the triple. Another 3 for Chicago.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.
Hey, man.
Someone needs to change their socks. Do you smell that? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Just like that.
We can call it if you want, bro. That's okay.
Keep it going.
Hey, he can ball, huh? One more. Fuego, baby.
Let's go. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up. Come on, back to work. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Focus! Focus!
To be the most realistic basketball game, 2K brings in the best players around the world to mocap their moves.
Josh Okoye had an amazing international career, played in the NBA, and he is one of the best ball handlers we've seen come through mocap.
No doubt. And he's also a big 2K player, so we invited him on to get some insight on how to approach
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Bulls take it. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball. Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the five. And for Chicago, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. All out there with Champ, and it's Levine in at the small forward. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Ball, the pass to Champ. Right side, Ball. Pass to Champ. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Barrett. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the 76ers. And it's quickly missing. A pull-up. Count that bucket.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
All right, thank you, David.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Shot's good by Champ.
talented. How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Round of applause for your Chicago.
Down low. Here's Barnes. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Shots good by Champ.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now here's Barnes. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
First personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first to stop the run.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys. One of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Here's Barrett. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Bean passes to Champ. Outside Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Shots good by Champ.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Chicago grabs the miss.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Raptors trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Onside Barrett. He takes it in. Here's Pirtle. No good, unable to end this run. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Here's Ball. Vucevic trying to get open. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5 now.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the Raptors call time here. We've seen Champ really having a great game.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
So for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. Pass to Mobo. Back to Mitchell. Here's Robinson. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Smith. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Bulls shooting their first foul shot of the night. Mitchell against White. And here is Mitchell. Passes it to Harris. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And
4.
Ends up going with the new group. Some changes for Toronto. Setting the floor for the Raptors. R.J. Barrett is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Dick in at the 2-guard spot. Shots good by Champ.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Thunder was phenomenal. He finished with 57 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Back to Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Dick can't get it to go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. Count the basket. Diggs got 7 points here in this quarter. Now the pass to Champ. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Raptors trail by 19. Dick in the corner. Launches a 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pass to Champ. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Champ's got 30.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Tips it. And Vucevic pulls it down. And it's Terry that time on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. With 1 on the clock. No good there. Ran through one half. It hasn't even been close. It's Chicago running away with it. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
31.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Levine and Williams up in the forward position. All out there with Champ, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And so here is Chicago. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. On the wing, Williams. Levine passes to Champ. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Barnes has got 9 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Quickly against Ball. Champ the pass to Ball. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot's good by Champ. 35 points for Champ.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Raptors call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And make some noise.
Going with an almost entirely new group. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Levine. Kobe White, he's checked in for Champ. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Barnes against Williams. Barnes kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Mobo. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's White on the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Giddey against Mitchell. Nice defense from Giddey.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And he banks in the layup. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Smith with some nice deep.
2 minutes.
Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Passes it to Giddey. Giddey with it. Back to Williams. Over Harris. That's good from Williams. The assist from Giddey. Williams has got 5 now.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Outside Robinson. Out to Harris. Puts up a deep 3. And the Raptors miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's stolen by Harris. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Mobo. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The offensive rebound outside for Robinson. Here's Abaji. Hasn't made one yet. Mobo can't hit.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so it's Chicago. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So fortunate.
Substitution
small forward position.
At the line for the Raptors.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Champ.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Right side Levine. On the wing, Terry. Here's Champ. Good, that's another bucket.
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
GA, it seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season.
And historians might have guessed that the most 40-point games in a year was from Wilt Chamberlain's incredible 1962 campaign. It will be hard to match 63 games of 40 or more, but this young fella just might do it.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.